Beautiful sounds of Zina with Sami taking us to 13 minutes after 4 o'clock. If you just join us, I did tell you that I am joined by a person I'm actually afraid to even introduce because, like what I've learned, especially in this life grinding, is that, nobody sees you, but, it's just to get one person to actually see. That's why you should never stop pushing for your dreams. He is the CEO of Echo. He is the chairperson of Moshito. And let me tell you, he is a game changer. A person who started this journey with a dream. That's the most important thing, is having a dream. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to the movers for the very first time. It is Mr. Stanley Koza! Come on! Mr. Stanley, how are you doing firstly?
It's a pleasure, man. It's great to be here. I'm doing good on a Saturday afternoon. How are you doing yourself and the listeners?
I mean, we're good. Like, it's such an honor to be graced by your presence.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we've never had anyone big like on the move. I mean, all the movers are big, by the way. Please do not come for me. Don't come for me.
No, look, man, but I understand. I think also I appreciate the platform to be here.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing for me as a person, and
Yes.
also I guess for the greater good of the industry. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, I wanna ask, firstly, just to break the ice,
Yeah.
How's your Saturday going, by the way? We are so sorry for ruining it.
No, look, quite honestly speaking, you didn't ruin my Saturday. Actually, you've made it. I was spending a day
Yes.
with like-minded brothers
Yes.
and colleagues in the industry where we were just having a discussion about things or issues that affects men and how
Yes.
we can empower each other for the greater development
Yes.
of the men industry,
Oh, wow.
Of course, we as brothers, we need to pick each other up. So
Yes.
I started my day in the morning in Randburg,
Yes.
where I met with like-minded brothers
Yeah.
who wants to see each other making it in the business, sharing challenges, sharing notes on the issues that affect human freedom. And how together we can develop more men to be more matured, more responsible. It was a great thing.
I mean, I feel like your weekend started off with you actually, feeding your mind.
Yeah.
Like to feed us too.
Look, it's always important to. I always say to many people, you can only grow to as far as you want.
Yeah.
And if you feed your mind positively and surround yourself with the right positive people, with the right attitude, you're bound to become what you want. But if you stay negative, chances are all you'll attract is negative issues. So
wow,
it's always important to surround yourself with like minds.
Amazing. So I want to take it back to when it all began, the dream, because everything starts with a dream.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's
so,
absolutely.
Mr. Stanley, when did your dream begin?
When did my dream begin?
Yes.
I think so. It's quite important to recognize that I've always had so many dreams.
Yes.
But I guess all of them were centered around the entertainment business.
Yes.
Because I think from a young age, I was fond of music, and it became a home in which I escaped to find joy, entertainment, and to navigate just life in general.
Yeah.
But also I've always wanted to challenge myself and see if I could write movies.
Yes.
Create documentaries.
Nice.
Challenge status quo. I think there's a village boy.
Yes.
So I've always wanted to know if I could watch a movie from China,
Yeah.
can I make Chinese watch a movie from Bushbuck Ridge?
Ooh.
You know, so
That is amazing. That is amazing.
yeah. So in my thinking throughout, it has always been about if I can watch Denzel Washington
Yes.
being in South Africa, why can't I create
A
our
move.
local Denzel Washingtons that they can watch abroad? And I think that thinking propelled me in anything I do to sort of want to reach global star status. And I guess that's why now I'm the only village boy that's well known in Japan.
Like, a horn for you, Mr. Sandy, because what? You know, like, speaking of humble beginnings, you know, because a lot of people are like, I'm from a disadvantaged place, you know, like, we don't have a lot of, you know, like, equipment or advantages for me to actually push my dream. But with you, you know, like, you keep on emphasizing that you came from the village, but look at you now. Can you just tell the movers how important it is to actually not look at where you are, but to actually continue dreaming, because you never know where you're gonna end up?
So I think the best thing I can say to anyone is, you're not limited by where you're from. You're not limited by how much you have. You're not limited by what background you come from.
True.
You're limited by how far you imagine your dream.
Yes.
And how hungry are you for it. So I was born passionate.
Yes.
And nothing can dim my light. If I set my mind to something, I don't look at what I don't have. I look at what is it that I need to do to get to what I want to achieve. So I always say to my brothers and sisters, the best thing you can ever do is to start. And the rest will follow. And one thing that I think picked up as a secret of life and success is that you might start and think nobody's watching. Don't do it for the people. Don't do it for watches. Do it for likes. Just do what you want to do. Trust me, it will find you.
Ooh. I mean, I think you need a breather, but we still have.
No, look, one thing you must know and understand is that we always make a mistake, I guess, as society and as people.
True.
To limit our dreams to money.
Yes.
Not every dream was made by money.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Money is just an enabler.
True.
All you need is your brain. If you can structure your idea in such a way that the next person can resonate in it, and you are able to explain it and articulate it clearly to the next person, chances are the next person will enable one component of what you need. The next person will do the same, and before you know it, that dream will have been accomplished. So you don't have to think about money to start business.
Yes.
You need to think about the business and what problems will it be solving in society. There are many businesses that never takes off because they have no purpose.
Oh, true.
So identify your business goal. If you want to write a movie, what is the movie about? What solution is it providing to solution? So people buy into what solution does this bring.
Yes.
Not how many likes it will have. How many, people look at the weight of what you want to put together. If it's a song, what is it talking about? What is it addressing? Where is it going? Can you be sellable? So those are the things that we look into in real life. So I learned at an early age, being from a village, that it's not about what you have, it's about how you start to make what you want to have. And that's why I'm here.
Oh wow. And like, speaking of what you have, like, you did mention that it all started with you having a dream of being, in the entertainment industry, wanting to sing, like, but mostly, like, everything that you are a part of, it always resonates to music, the love of music.
Look, so when I started in the game, I was just a village boy who liked imitating other artists. Until I discovered that I could use their beat to create my own songs, and eventually ended up in studio, did my own songs, and ever since then, instead of performing other people's songs, then I started performing
your own song. Wow.
And before I knew it, my mom was my first fan. My family was the second fence.
Nice.
Our neighbors became my third fence.
Yes.
My community became a whole community of Stanley Causes fans. And
Yes.
before I knew it, I was out of Bushbuck Ridge. I was now contending in Nelspruit, became a national brand, and of course taught the world, and then had to then become introduced to executive works, management of talent.
Wait, before we get it, can we go to a music break before we actually get to that?
So that's how I became me.
we have to draw them in. We cannot. Right now, let's play this song by Cardi B and Offset with Jealousy. Yes. All right. Are you ready?
On the move, ne? On the move, ne?
Huh?
On the move.
On the move with Kwaksy.
Okay.
Yes.
Kwaksy.
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 Yes.
Let's go. Welcome back on the move with Kwaksy, you know, beautiful one from Big Zulu, the man that brought back the hip hop industry in just one simple song. Shout out, it's your boy Stan on the mic. We're having fun today. It's a Saturday afternoon, and this is what we're all about: music.
And that's on period. It is 32 minutes after 4 o'clock if it's just showing us. Hopefully you are going to see Big Zulu perform. Because why are you not going?
Look, I have to go support my brother now.
You have to.
As a Big Zulu once said something, and
yes,
I guess it's now playing out. So when he was leaving home, his grandmother said, "Hamba mfana abafowenu bathola phambili," you know, and it always reminds me, because that's the story of every young woman and man who comes to Joburg to pursue dreams.
True.
You come here not knowing anyone, and then you find abafowenu that
true.
you grow up with, that you hustle with, and eventually they become your family, you know. So getting to meet him and him working with my brother Leroy, and also getting to just, you know, draw from his wisdom and his pride in culture and local music. It's one of the most inspiring things, and the fact that he's a gate opener for all the people, the First Lady of Nkabi Nation, Lwandlunkulu, Stallion, and the rest is history. So it's those inspiring stories. So when I listen to what he did with 200 bars, it will take a lot of people years to understand that he didn't have to, but he felt that he needed to bring it back so that people can recognize that it's still worthy of pursuing.
True.
And look at Duncan, he dropped an album.
I know, because like Mr. Stanley, like let's back up before 200 bars. You know, like the hip hop nation, it was just quiet. It was more mapiano. People forgetting about hip hop. You know, mapiano is a genre that is also like up and coming. It's big now, but also hip hop is also there. You know, because like you got to saw where hip hop artists were now moving to mapiano.
Yes, trying to change.
Trying to
And you were saying, no, you don't have to change.
Yes.
You see, hip hop driver he came back as the driver.
Period.
But also, it's the play of words. Hip hop is competitive. Hip hop is the play of words. It's about how you play your game.
True.
Many people will not understand. And I guess those who have listened to the lyrics in a rush will not have heard the song. It's in the message. It's in what he's saying. He's saying that without a driver, it takes alham.
True.
So he came back, and when he came back, he made it move, and it's moving. So apart from being futuristic and too ambitious, he's challenging the status quo. That he still remains number one, apart from the fact that he's leading Oshun.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, now we can move to you being, you know, like the head. You know, like I'm talking about, like now you are scouting and looking for talent. You're no longer the talent. You are the person who actually is looking at talent. How did that come about, where you stopped being the talent now? You change your mindset to actually being what can I say? Dibozo.
So look, honestly speaking, I think I missed the part where I used to give people a run for their money.
Yes.
I was making good music myself.
Yes.
But I, of course, had to put other people's interest first. When I discovered that I have the ability to scout their talent,
yes,
and develop it to superstardom, which is one of the, I think, greatest ads in my curriculum.
Yeah.
Of course, it comes with its own challenges, because in most cases you'll find people who are maybe talented but not as goal orientated as you are.
Yes.
So you have to deal with a lot of management of people's characters, trying to get them to understand how the game is. And eventually you become a family member, more than a boss, because everyone has their own problems. So that's the love, I guess, that comes with the kind of work that we do.
But how does it, like, as you're saying, like you mentioned the most important thing, like family, because especially this industry, it's a cutthroat industry, and especially for new members, it's always nice to have someone who's not looking at you as, like talent. Yes, look at talent, but it's also there to support you and cover you, especially because this industry is very, like,
Look, the biggest problem is that I think what I've seen in the